Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know what the biggest problem with the stock market and why people stay out of the market? Because they don't know when to get out. Well, those days are over. I have a new system. It's called the MV2 Video Stock System. I choose one stock. You follow that video, do exactly what I tell you. I tell you to buy, you buy. When I tell you add on, you add on. When I tell you to sell, you sell. When I tell you to run like hell, you do.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
That false narrative turned out to be very false, not true. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. That false narrative that's been going on for months and months turned out to be just that, false. Today we find out that the economy didn't grow. That's right. I've been telling you this all along. It wasn't growing. If you take the last quarter of 2018, the economy grew by 2.9%. Now, today we got the results of the first. On an annualized basis is 2.3%. Remember what they were calling for? They're calling for 4%, 5%.
We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
You can't grow the economy at 4 or 5%, and I'll explain why in a moment. But let's think about this. The last quarter in 2018 was 2.9%. This quarter is 2.3%, and this is the first read. The next read will be at 1.8%. There is no growth. This has been going on for 10 years. We've had no growth for 10 years. On an annualized basis, we've been at 1.9%. Let's call it 2%. Now, listen to this. This is unbelievable.
Annualized rate of growth in the first 3 months of the year, 2.3%. Now, this was better than a lot of people had expected, but it's not the 3% growth that we really wanted, and I'm sure that you wanted. What do you think went wrong in the first quarter?
Well, actually, I don't think anything went wrong. If you go back and look at the last 7-8 years, then every first quarter has come in way below the other quarters. And it's because basically the winter weather is having a bigger effect on the measurement than the BEA has really accounted for.
Winter weather? What are you, nuts? You got to be taking crazy pills. That's insane. Winter weather. They're going to blame it on the weather. That's not true. In fact, over the last 8 years, 58% of the time that the quarters that came in better the first quarter, not worse. He's saying they all came in worse. That's not true. 58% of the time over the last 8 years, the first quarter came in good, not bad. He's wrong. Now, the problem for the economy is debt. But see, they're not going to tell you this. These jibber-jabbers will not tell you that. They just won't. So if you take your debt, then you take stock buybacks and income inequality, rising rates, that's killing the economy. But it's debt. The national debt at $21 trillion is rising 36% faster than the U.S. economy. So how can we grow when our debt is rising 36% faster than we can grow our economy in a single day? from Thursday to today, the national debt has grown $73 billion. $73 billion. You got to be kidding.
Are you kidding?
Imagine, $73 billion. The jibber jabbers don't tell you that. Stock buybacks. $5.1 trillion over the last 10 years. That totally destroyed the economy from within. As only a handful of Americans got wealthy from stock buybacks. The 1 percentile. They control the stock market. $100 trillion market they control. They're the ones who got rich off stock buybacks. And what stock buybacks do, you have to keep interest rates really extremely low. And by keeping these rates so low, it's destroyed savings. It's destroyed the economy from within. This is crazy. It caused income inequality while a handful of people are getting so incredibly wealthy as the stock market went up about 247% in 8 years. In 8 years. Not because the economy is growing. Think about it. The economy, let's just take the last 8 years. The last 8 years, the economy is growing at, we'll just round it off to 2%. 2%. So, but the stock market is going up, what, 247, 250%? How can that be? It's impossible. It's a big disconnect. Now, if you want to boost the economy to 3% or 4%, get rid of the income inequality. That's how you boost the economy. You can't have a small segment of the population making all the money. It doesn't work. So you have to boost the economy by getting rid of the inequality. See, the single biggest impact on our economic GDP growth is the widening gap between the 1 percentile and the middle class. As a result, the middle class is shrinking. And the middle class is the backbone of our country. It's the middle class who provide the entrepreneurs. It's the entrepreneurs who provide us small businesses. Remember, most of all your wages and good jobs come from small businesses, not from GE, not from IBM, not from Apple, from small businesses. They provide 68 to 70% of the business in this country. They're the engine to our economy. See, the middle class is the backbone. The businesses they create is the engine. And this income inequality is destroying them because the very wealthy people are getting access to 0% interest or very low interest, now 1.5%, that they use to buy stocks. And they get very, very wealthy. The banksters, the hedge funds. What are you, nuts? So we got to address this income inequality. It's critical if you want to grow to what Larry Kudlow says, 4%. He's not going to grow to 4 or 5% when you got this kind of income inequality, when guys like him and his buddies on Wall Street and the banksters have all the money. You got to address this income inequality. It's critical. If you're going to promote strong and sustained economic growth of 4%, 5%, you have to address the inequality. But see, the problem is our owners, the 1 percentile, who control 80% of the $100 trillion in the stock market, they love it. After all, they're getting rich. They're spoiled. They're hooked. Getting this low-rate money and buying stocks hooked them. They're hooked to it. They control the market through the Federal Reserve, who controls the interest rates. And it's the Federal Reserve and the very wealthy, the 1%, who control Congress. It's they who tell Congress what laws to make that benefit them in their industries, especially the monopolies. The economic GDP growth rate has been the same over 10 years, 2%. Don't you think something is wrong when over 10 years we stay at 2% the economy, but yet these people, these jibber-jabbers, are telling us how everything is great? Oh, but it's the weather.
Annualized rate of growth in the first 3 months of the year, 2.3%. Now, this was better than a lot of people had expected, but it's not the 3% growth that we really wanted, and I'm sure that you wanted. What do you think went wrong in the first quarter?
Well, actually, I don't think anything went wrong. If you go back and look at the last 7-8 years, then every first quarter has come in way below the other quarters. And it's because basically the winter weather is having a bigger effect on the measurement than the beat.
The winter weather. You gotta be nuts. I'll be right back after I get my hat and gloves.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6%.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know what the biggest problem with the stock market and why people stay out of the market? Because they don't know when to get out. Well, those days are over. I have a new system. It's called the MV2 Video Stock System. I choose one stock. You follow that video, do exactly what I tell you. I tell you to buy, you buy. When I tell you add on, you add on. When I tell you to sell, you sell. When I tell you to run like hell, you do.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Did you miss today's Phil's Gang radio show with Phil Grandy? The archives are absolutely free, posted in audio and video formats. Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com. Let me ask you, do you have a backup plan? Most of us have a financial backup plan. What if your backup plan doesn't work out? What if the market corrects 20, 30, 40%? At philsgang.com, they go to great lengths to develop stock market investing programs that match the needs of their customers. They are closely aligned with what the customer wants, and they have comprehensive educational investing programs that are tailored for beginners to experienced investors. philsgang.com provides daily live stock market webinars. They post up-to-the-minute market alerts, stock performances, and market analysis. For only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com is making sure their customers have a financial backup plan by providing the investing tools and guidance that their customers seek. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained explain why it was very risky to start buying stock?
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG, or go to my site, philsgang.com, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. All I ask, if you start making money, which you will, that you start remembering St. Jude. Just give St. Jude a little bit of money, that's all, but not until you make money. And what we are now in earnings season. I love earnings season. It's a bunch of nonsense. Everybody beats their estimates. Ever notice 80% of the stocks report always beat their estimates? And whether it's Fox or CNBC, they come on, they're all excited. Oh, look at this. They beat estimates. They beat by a penny. Everybody beats by a penny. Ever notice how everybody beats by 1 penny? I want to know who gets the penny. It's a joke. They always lowball their earnings. And then when CNBC or Fox reads them, like they get all excited, like it's a surprise. They beat them. They beat them. Earnings are a joke. Nobody cares about earnings. Because, first of all, earnings are manipulated. There's so many ways to manipulate earnings. I told you at the beginning of the week. You know, some of these big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's and the rest of them, they have contracts with their suppliers, like, let's say, GE, with light bulbs. The contract says that Home Depot can ship back anytime they want light bulbs and say they're damaged. But when GE receives them, they have no right to inspect them. They have no right to say, oh, no, these light bulbs went broke, send them back. No, that's not the deal. If you want shelf space, any vendor wants shelf space at Home Depot or at Lowe's, there's in the contract, they can ship back anytime, say something's wrong with it, and they want full credit, and then they take that money and put it on their bottom line to show that their earnings are better. What? Are you kidding me? Are you nuts? Earnings are a joke. It's crazy. So here's what they're telling us, how earnings are great. It's all we're hearing, how great earnings are.
We still have incredible earnings growth.
The overall earnings picture is unbelievable.
Earnings season has been awesome.
This is an earnings story. It's really been the driver of growth for really the last 9 years that we've had.
Are you kidding? Most people don't know what earnings is. Earnings is not profits. Earnings growth is just, what they do is they take let's say you manufacture screwdrivers or pens. You manufacture pens. What they do to get their earnings to make them really look good, the only expense that goes against the pen that you're making is that direct labor. That's it. Or the material. That's it. No general administration expense. So if you're in a small business, right, and you make a pen and it costs you, let's say, $5 to make, you sell it for $10, you got your nice margin, but from that margin you have to take all your expenses away, and then you finally get your profits. Well, what they do the same thing. Yes, they deduct your general administration, but the point I'm making is these big companies have so many ways to manipulate, because the earnings, again, they can play with those numbers, the direct cost of that product, developing that product. I mean, the games are incredible. So earnings mean nothing. It's a joke. It's a marketing ploy. That's all it is. You heard of, look how earnings are great. Earnings are great. Well, if earnings are so great, then how come Apple collapsed, Caterpillar collapsed, and they had great earnings? And Amazon collapsed. Why are they collapsing? Because the dollar is going up. That's why. And when the dollar goes up, guess what? They can't sell their stuff overseas. That's what you should be looking at, not earnings. When you have inflation, and right now they're screaming inflation because oil prices, remember, went up 161% in the last 26 months. And because of that inflation, the first thing that happens, interest rates or yields on the 10-year Treasury go up. And to control that inflation, what do? The first thing, the short-term Fed rate, the Federal Reserve will take that short-term Fed rate and will increase it. And when they increase that rate to control the inflation, then the dollar goes up. And when the dollar goes up, and just go look at Caterpillar, look at IBM, look at all the companies that are all the industrial companies, they're all collapsing no matter what the earnings look like, no matter what the profits look like. Because the dollar when it goes up, you can't ship your stuff overseas. You can't sell it. Caterpillar can't sell a bulldozer. McDonald's can't sell hamburgers. All you want to look at when you're buying a stock, don't listen to this nonsense. Just don't listen to it. Just like Apple. I love people. They go and they listen to all these brokers and all these analysts on CNBC. And they talk about all the statistics of a company. And, to show how smart they are. Price to sales, price to book, forward PE, trailing PE, profit margins, operating margins, free cash flow, return on equity, return on assets, which means how well the CEOs are performing. And people sit back and look, boy, aren't they smart? Look at those buzzwords. Wow, I got to get a broker. And then they tell you, buy, buy, buy. The only time you buy a stock is when the big institutions are buying the stock. Not because somebody tells you a story about Apple. It's called noise. Any day you can pick up an article about Apple. I don't care. Every day there's some article, and they take that article and they'll push that article and they'll try to pump Apple when all you need to know about Apple is one thing. On my chart that I designed for my personal investing that I offer to you, is it red or is it green? That's all you need to know. Last Thursday, Apple turned red. It has dropped 8.5%. So my gang members who own Apple, as soon as it turned red, new institutions, the big banks, the big insurance companies, the big hedge funds, they're pulling their money out. They didn't need to know anything about Apple. They didn't have to know anything about their financials. They didn't have to know a thing about them, other than the institutions on the stock. Are they buying or selling? They were selling, so you sell. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang, $39.95.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. PhilsGang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. PhilsGang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
Information. Your world is a non-stop stream of information. As investors, we have to filter through the information, recognize pattern trends, and take advantage. At philsgang.com, we simplify and give you the exact information and support you need to make you a smarter and more profitable investor. For as low as $39.95 a month, you will have complete access to all the Phil's Gang daily information. Gain the wisdom and knowledge of Phil's 40 years of investing analysis. If your time is valuable and you're looking to make profits in the stock market, choose philsgang.com to provide long-term and short-term guidance to making profits in the stock market. This information you can't live without. Call today. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and sign up today.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Because he gives a lot of good insight to understand not only what is happening, but why the market is doing what it's doing.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on. Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
Thank you so much for what you do, Phil. Not only for us, but also for St. Jude.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang. Very inexpensive to be able to have that everyday guidance that you can get from Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Did you miss today's Phil's Gang radio show with Phil Grandy? The archives are absolutely free, posted in audio and video formats. Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com. Let me ask you, do you have a backup plan? Most of us have a financial backup plan. What if your backup plan doesn't work out? What if the market corrects 20, 30, 40%? At philsgang.com, they go to great lengths to develop stock market investing programs that match the needs of their customers. They are closely aligned with what the customer wants, and they have comprehensive educational investing programs that are tailored for beginners to experienced investors. philsgang.com provides daily live stock market webinars. They post up-to-the-minute market alerts, stock performances, and market analysis. For only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com is making sure their customers have a financial backup plan by providing the investing tools and guidance that their customers seek. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxFest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So there's a lot of hype with these earnings. Now look what happens when they disappoint. A lot of these earnings are coming out, and these great earnings, and soon, and the minute they report, what happens to the stock? It gets slammed. And here, listen.
It came from a couple of different places. It came from the important...
I'm sorry. Let me set it up. I'm talking about Amazon. It came out this morning, went straight up, and then they took it out to the woodshed, and it got slammed.
It came from a couple of different places. It came from the important places, like AWS ad subscriptions. And we saw acceleration in growth. We saw acceleration in margins in each of these sections. You maybe can say valuation is the issue, is the pushback, but I don't think the fundamentals have any place, but they're going to continue to work.
The fundamentals are going to work. We have acceleration in whatever she said. That's not why it pulled back. Listen.
Let's take Amazon as an example. Stock is up 36% on the year regardless. So it's not as though people were saying, ooh, earnings are going to be bad. Oh, we're surprised it's great. No, we all thought they'd be good, and they were even better, and that's fantastic. But the stock is consolidating gains.
Oh, now it's consolidating. Now listen to Varney on Amazon and his favorite, Microsoft.
Modest downside move there, but we're off the lows of the morning. By the way, we did have all-time highs for Amazon and Dow component Microsoft right out of the gate. They've pulled back a little since then.
Pulled back a little. Here's what he's not telling you. Listen, it's over for this market. The crash was starting on January 26th. If you go back and look at Amazon, it's had its growth. Amazon started its growth in 2016. The stock market, Amazon since 2016 has gone up something like, 102%. 102%. And the whole market's been going up 102%. Since he won the election in November 2016, the market went up 30%. This is all hype. Everything's gone up because of the tax cuts. Because they said, oh, all these companies are going to increase their earnings from 11% to 17%, 6% gain because of the tax cuts, the windfall tax cuts. But it's not helping the economy. None of that money's going back into the economy. All that tax savings that the companies are doing, they're buying their stock back. But guess what? Amazon can't get out of its own way. Amazon has been stuck in a range of 10% since December. Since December. And same with Microsoft. They're all getting stuck in the range. They can't grow. They're having troubles growing. If you look at Amazon, it's been stuck in this range of just about a 10% range. It's been in range since January 23rd. A 10% range, and it can't break out. It can't grow. Microsoft, same thing, but prior to that, yes, the markets kept going up and up and up. Why? Because of the tax cuts, all the hype that the tax cuts were going to bring all these earnings in. And yes, the earnings showed up, but guess what? You buy on the rumor, on the announcement that the tax hike back in 2016, November, and you buy all your Amazon, you buy your Microsoft, you buy all your top stocks because you know that when they're going to report their earnings, they're going to be big. So you buy them before they report their earnings, not after. So now they report their earnings and the stocks are going down because people are selling into them. They're buying. But there's another big problem why stocks are going down. Because the dollar's going up. And so the market's going to get hit big as the dollar's going up. Because that means our trade deficit's increasing because our big multinational companies cannot export their goods and compete. Caterpillar can't compete. United Technology can't compete. Eaton can't compete. Even McDonald's can't compete. So stop listening to all this noise. All you want to do to accumulate wealth, join my gang, follow the same chart that I developed for myself. In fact, you can follow the same stock that I'm in. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. It's real simple. I look at a stock, I decide to buy it, or an ETF. And then what I do is I put it on a video, and I put it out there. If you're a gang member, only gang members get it. It takes you a couple minutes to look at it, and it tells you exactly what to do. You don't send me money for the stock. You send me money for the gang membership, or if you want the chart, you can get that as well. So you join for $39.95, and then you follow me on the stock that I'm involved with and do exactly what I do. How easy. You don't have to do anything. The big thing you need to do is prepare yourself for the stock market crash that we started on January 26th. It started. There's nothing wrong with crashes. Don't get excited. Don't feel bad that a crash is coming. A lot of people made money in the crash, in the dot-com crash. A lot of people made money in the dot-com crash, the housing crash. This is the QE crash. This is the big inflation crash. This is the crazy crash. Because stock's been going up 257, 260%, all because of hype, all because of stock buybacks. But here's what people don't understand. The reason we got a problem, why we can't grow, and why the growth came out today was disappointing, our economic growth, because we got debt, we got stock buybacks, we got income inequality. Debt is killing us. We have a national debt of $21 trillion, rising 36% faster than our economy. In a single day, from Thursday yesterday to Friday today, our debt grew $73 billion. Then you have stock buybacks. They print up $5.1 trillion, and they give that money to the CEOs to buy their own stock back to push it up. That's the only reason why it's up. And the minute when stock buybacks stop, the stock's going to go down. Are you kidding me? This has caused such income inequality, we have pretty much crushed our middle class, which is our economy. They're the engine behind our economy because they're the small businesses. They're the ones that create small businesses. They're the ones, small businesses, remember, give you the big jobs. Small businesses create more jobs than anybody else. Now think about this. Our GDP, on an annualized basis, our economy is growing at 2.5%. 2.5%. It's not that much, but I'll give them the benefit of a doubt. It's been 2%, but let's use 2.5. That's $110 billion. So on an annualized basis, our economy consumption is growing at $110 billion. But you know what our debt is growing at? 13%, $621 billion. So our economy is growing at $110 billion. That's how our economy, but our debt is growing at $621 billion. What are you, nuts? The debt is growing 36% faster than the economy. And what's happening? Our lenders, one hung low, the Chinese over there, they're getting nervous. They're our bankers. They're seeing our debt is growing at $621 billion a year, but our economy is growing at $110 billion. So they're saying, I want more interest on the money I loan. So the interest rates have gone up. The 10-year Treasury yield now is at 3%. And at 3%, we can't afford to pay the interest on our national debt. We can't grow a GDP of 3%, 4% when you're growing at when you have debt growing at $621 billion and you have the economy growing at $110 billion. Are you out of your mind? What are you, nuts? We can't grow to 3%. Too much debt, too little wages. Here's our problem. We have too much debt. We don't have enough wages, and not increasing. They're stagnant. We have no economic growth. We have too little savings, which leads to too little consumption. That's why we can't grow. But nobody's going to tell you the truth except me. So what we're going to do is we're going to make money. You and I and my gang are going to be fine for our retirement because what we're doing is buying these little gold nuggets, these stocks. We don't care about how they're growing or if Apple bought a new company. I just want to know if the big institutions are buying it. Then we buy it. They get out, we get out. So there's too much debt. That's the big problem. Not enough wages. That's our big problem. So that means we have too little consumption. Now, what is consumption? 70% of our economic growth. Remember? So join my gang. Follow me with the stocks that I buy on my chart, $39.95. Call now, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Become a philsgang.com member today and start making profits in the stock market with Phil's investing programs and video stock picks. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, You have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done.
You have all the tools necessary to become a successful trader.
Phil's Gang is like having a pro by your side all day long.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
It is truly a great value for what it offers.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6%.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know what the biggest problem with the stock market and why people stay out of the market? Because they don't know when to get out. Well, those days are over. I have a new system. It's called the MV2 Video Stock System. I choose one stock. You follow that video, do exactly what I tell you. I tell you to buy, you buy. When I tell you add on, you add on. When I tell you to sell, you sell. When I tell you to run like hell, you do.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grandy. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. And again, you can participate as much as you want or as little. I have an incredible educational program. You can come to my live class every day over the internet. We got different kind of charting. You can be as active or not active. People, I mean, I have a great many truck drivers who are gang members. They just don't have time. So what do? They take my video program. For example, we've had 3 different oil stocks I put on a video. And those oil stocks, all they have to do, they open up their mobile device. They have it takes a few minutes. Remember, so you say, okay, I think I'm gonna buy Diamond Offshore. That's what Phil's buying. I'm buying. So I'm gonna listen to what he's doing. I'm gonna do the same thing. So you go on your online broker and buy 100 shares, 200, whatever you want to buy, and then you do exactly what I'm doing. Now, what is wrong with that? So those stocks, those oil stocks, we've had returns between 10 and 20%. But that's not important. You know what's important is to be prepared for the day when the stock market is ready to crash. And with you, if you're with me, we're already prepared. I have my gang, which I report every day in a video, in a stock. It's called an inverse. It's the opposite of the stock market. The market goes down, this stock goes up. I have my gang members in that stock, and every day in a video, 3 times a day, I report to them exactly what I'm doing, and they do the same thing. And I do this with a lot of ETFs, especially the spiders. I also do it sometimes with individual stocks. I have a little stock now, INSY, beautiful little stock. We just started with it. I think it's got great potential. I think there's 10, 20% in that stock. So I put it on my video. And again, my gang, if they're the gang members that don't have much time, they look at the video and do exactly what I say. And again, we always have low risk and a great deal of reward. We always make sure we have low risk. So why don't you try it for 30 days and then help out St. Jude? I'm going to reach out to you right now, prepare you for a stock market crash that you're going to love. No more are you going to be worried about a stock market crash. If you're in a 401k, you shouldn't have to worry. At least following me, you'll know when to get out of that 401k. Not like the last time. You got killed. You got killed. You couldn't get out. And when you tried to get out, they said you couldn't get out to the end of the day. And then we said, well, can I short to make money as the market's going down? They said, no, it's against the law. You can't do that either. What are you, nuts? Oh, and by the way, they charge you a fee. Every 1% they charge you is about 33% of your money goes in. 33% of the money you have set aside for your retirement goes in their pocket. They're a bunch of gangsters. So try this for 30 days. You'll love it. Look, remember, all the stuff you hear about growing, this is so funny. All these earnings and everybody jumping in the stock market right now at the worst time. They're jumping in because of all these earnings, these great earnings. Remember, the money's already been made. When Trump said in 2016, November, he was going to do the biggest tax cuts in the world, and that would bring 6% earnings growth to the corporations. That would boost their numbers way up. People started to buy back then, like we did. You don't start buying now. Here, listen.
You had this mega rally going into these numbers.
That's right.
Everyone believed they would be good. They were good. We were all right. But that's information everyone had. And that's why there's no follow through in almost anything.
And that's why they're selling off. So don't chase the market. So join my gang, 877-600-GANG, right now, and get my video. Or if you have a lot of time, then why don't you take advantage of the whole educational service? The whole educational service. Okay? All right. Before we leave, this is interesting. So finally, listen to this.
Great report. No collusion, which I knew anyway. No coordination, no nothing. It's a witch hunt. That's all it is. There was no collusion with Russia, if you can believe this one.
So the House Intelligence Committee cleared them all collusion. This has been a joke. You know, I don't report. I listen to the politics. It's fun. At night, I listen to it like you do. It's fun, all the craziness going on. But in the morning when I wake up, I don't think about that. You know what I think about? I think about retirement. I think about my gang members. Are they going to be able to live the lifestyle they become accustomed to? If you want to know about the politics, and you can listen to Hannity all night. God, you can listen to Fox until you drop dead. You can listen to Rush. But if you want to listen to somebody that's going to help you live the lifestyle you became accustomed to while you're working when you're retired, that's what you're going to get from me. And just remember, I'm going to tell you straight, we can't grow 3%, 4%, 5%. Not with the tremendous debt we have. It's impossible. It's impossible. When you got too much debt and wages aren't increasing, but debt's increasing, people can't pay increased car payments, credit card payments. And the mortgage business is getting killed right now. People can't buy homes because their wages aren't growing. There's no economic growth. There's no savings. Remember, they killed our savings. The government took our savings from us so they could subsidize near 0% interest rate for the hedge funds, so they could loan money to the hedge funds near zero. They took your savings at 5% and dropped it down to 0.25% or less. We have a national debt of $21 trillion. We have unfunded debt of $110 trillion. That's your Medicare, that's your Medicaid, that's your Social Security. Are you kidding? Budget deficit's going to grow from $666 billion to $1.3 trillion. Our trade deficit's growing from $500 billion to $800 billion. Our household debt's going to $12 trillion. Our corporate debt is at $8 trillion. Our corporate debt, they only have $850 billion in cash. They're broke, these companies. Auto loans, debt up to their neck, $1.2 trillion. Student loans, $1.5 trillion. Credit card, $1.1 trillion. They say we're going to grow? You can't grow a debt like that. So what's happening? As soon as you get some inflation like we have now with oil prices going up, the first thing to do is raise rates to make sure those rates don't go up. The dollar starts moving higher. Then when the dollar starts moving higher to fight the inflation, that means our big companies can't export goods. That means our economy starts dropping and we go into a crash. See, you shouldn't care whether the market's up, whether the market's down. I promise you, as a gang member, when you go to bed at night, you're not going to care if the market crashes. You're not going to care. It doesn't matter to you. Because we're always positioned, we're always prepared for any impending stock market correction. Remember on January 16th, I said we were going to have a correction? And what happened? January 26th, it corrected. I said we're going to have a correction between January 16th and the second week of February, and on January 26th, we had a correction of 11%. And I'm telling you right now, that was the beginning of the stock market crash. They just don't keep going down. So I'm reaching out to you to help St. Jude. And at the same time, I'm reaching out to you and say, look, let's make a deal. I'll help you. You help St. Jude. So join my gang starting tonight. The video, as I said, I put up the video, and I'll show you SDS, that you should all be in SDS. That's perfect for you. And whatever I do with SDS, you just mimic me on that video. And you'll be fine. You know the consequences that we have when we have this kind of inflation that's going on, when oil is going up? Inflation is brutal. It drives that 10-year Treasury yield, which, remember, that 10-year Treasury yield is interest. That's connected to your 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. And then the next thing happens when the 10-year Treasury yield goes up, they take the short-term yields, the Federal Reserve, which is connected to your credit card and your auto loan, and they start moving those up. But where's the wages? There's no wage increase. We haven't had a wage increase in, 10 years, 20 years? In fact, adjusted for inflation, our wages are now the same as they were in 1972. This is crazy. And don't forget, the government gets hurt. Because when they got to pay more interest on the money they borrow, especially the $21 trillion debt, that means they can't invest. And when they can't invest, that means the economy can't grow. They can't even invest in roads. They're so broke. So, yes, it's fun to listen to all this political stuff, but all you want to know every night when you go to bed, am I okay? Am I okay? And that's what I'm going to help you with. So here's the number. They're waiting for your call, 877-600-GANG, $39.95. And I promise you, you'll get a good night's sleep. We'll see you on the charts. Have a safe weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profit.